6ix9ine brutally attacked Trippie Redd in court after he was found guilty of murdering his girlfriend. On the morning of August 17, 2025, Mount Vernon, New York, was shaken by the killing of 33-year-old Dominican influencer and nightlife personality Ariela La Langosta Mejia Polanco. Authorities found her body inside her car on the eastbound Cross County Parkway near the Broad Street exit around 8 a.m. She had suffered multiple gunshot wounds, and investigators confirmed it was a targeted attack. The Westchester County Police Department took the lead on the case, joined by local, state, and federal agencies. Even with such a wide response, no suspects had been named, and the motive remained unknown. While police avoided linking it directly, some observers pointed to Ariela's past ties with the 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods, the gang once connected to rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine. In 2018, she had been kidnapped by gang members who mistook her for one of 6ix9ine's girlfriends. That incident later resurfaced in federal racketeering trials, where she testified and provided evidence that helped secure convictions. For his part, 6ix9ine has openly admitted he joined 9 Trey to gain credibility and advance his music career. The night before her death, Ariela had been working at Icon, New York, a busy Manhattan restaurant and lounge where she was employed as a bartender. Only hours later, her life came to an end in an attack that left many in disbelief. Known across the nightlife scene and through her strong social media presence, she had built a following of more than 556,000 on Instagram. She shared content centered on fashion, modeling, and nightlife, becoming recognizable in the city and beyond. Rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine, who was close to Ariela, mourned her publicly. On social media, he described her as his sister and called her the Queen of New York. He shared clips, photos, and private exchanges between them, including playful messages where they teased each other about being jealous. The post captured the warmth of their bond, mixing affection with humor. Ariela had also appeared in his 2023 music video for Wape, which reflected not just their friendship, but also their professional collaboration. In the days after her death, 6ix9ine's tribute showed how deeply he felt her absence. Others in New York's nightlife scene echoed his words. Venues such as Icon New York and Starlets of New York described her as joyful, humble, and unforgettable, someone who lifted the mood wherever she worked. For those around her, she wasn't only an online personality, she was part of the rhythm of nightlife in the city. The loss was felt widely, but most deeply by her family. Ariela left behind 2 children, aged 13 and 14, whose futures were forever changed. At the center of the investigation, another name began to surface: Ariela's boyfriend, Nada Cartier. Reports confirmed that Cartier was detained by New York police for questioning after her death. Although no charges have been filed against him, authorities are examining several possibilities, including whether Cartier himself was the intended target or if Ariela had been mistaken for someone else. Cartier's presence in Ariela's final hours has added weight to these questions. Witnesses stated that the two were together on the day of her death, and Ariela was last seen leaving her shift at Icon, New York around 4:30 a.m. Just hours later, her body was discovered in her car on the Cross County Parkway. Investigators believe the attack was deliberate, and the timeline of events has placed Cartier directly under the microscope. Attention has also turned to Cartier's own reputation beyond his relationship with Ariela. Dominican outlet El Caribe reported that he has been linked to Operation Mayweather, an ongoing investigation into the criminal network known as Los 50 Bloque 14. The group has been accused of orchestrating large-scale illicit operations spanning drugs, weapons, and organized violence in both the Dominican Republic and the United States. While Cartier's exact role in the network remains unclear, his name appearing in connection to such an operation has raised questions about whether his activities or his associations might have intersected with Ariela's death. For now, investigators are balancing multiple threads: Ariela's past cooperation against 9 Trey, her connection to a high-profile rapper with his own history of enemies, and her relationship with a man whose name has surfaced in a criminal probe.